You're welcome back to Business Morning. Well, the equities market is not on today. The fixed income market has gone on holiday, but the crypto market is on. Yeah. That's why Ladi is here.
Yeah, the crypto market doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
It trades on weekends, trades on holidays, and it's quite
you make money
a
every day.
sell-off. Yeah, the crypto
Sorry,
market.
you make or lose money every day?
You can make and lose money every day. Look at the fear greed index this morning. We're seeing its extreme fear. You know, even though we're having the Easter holidays, the market is quite fearful right now. 24 points of 100 this morning. Market cap $1.81 trillion. That's down about 3.74% this morning. Volume traded, that's up about 43.46%. We're seeing that volume rise from sell-offs of Bitcoin and most of the altcoins. Bitcoin dominance 40.99%. That's up about 0.18%. And we see Bitcoin there losing that $40,000 range over the weekend. It's at $39,014, down about 3.31%. Volume traded in Bitcoin, that's about $23.87 billion. And we see price of Ethereum, that's trading at $2,919. That's down about 4.09%. Volume traded $13.41 billion. Well, we have Olumide Adesina right there joining us today. Olumide, good morning.
Yeah, happy Easter Monday, Ladi.
Happy Easter Monday, but yeah, traders are not so excited. You know, this morning we're seeing Bitcoin losing that 40,000 level, trading around 38,000 this morning. How you seeing the market, Olumide?
Yeah, we were not surprised, you know, understanding the fact that for a couple of days, Bitcoin has been struggling to maintain the $40,000 important level. And we understand why the narrative is that the US dollar is getting stronger, where US Fed is bringing strong sentiment that they will reduce their balance sheet, liquidity is getting dry. And you know, this is Easter Monday, so despite the fact the crypto market doesn't sleep, we see some traders really taking off their positions. So that's why we've seen some drawdowns. But having said that, I think we need to understand that the systemic importance coming to the crypto market is becoming higher. Take a look at Binance, for example. Binance is having exposure in the Middle East. This is the world's largest crypto exchange. And, you know, Muslim countries are kind of very cautious when it comes to risky investment. So attention is looking at the adoption in that place. Also, the world's biggest asset manager, BlackRock, also took a partnership with Circle, the USDC provider. So it means that they will form some form of custody. So that's giving credence to the market. And also, you know, NFT space keeps on generating. We're seeing new collection. We're seeing women adoption coming in the space. We're seeing celebrities. So despite the fact that we're seeing price moderating lower, the adoption, on the other hand, is increasing. But, you know, like we've always retreated, crypto regulation seems a bit cloudy, despite the fact Joe Biden had released a crypto executive order for such to move. But we still see that investors are still waiting for more clarity, especially when you look at India, for example. The Indians introduced a 30 tax crypto bill for investors, so that kind of discouraged some entities in that zone. But relatively, adoption is strong. Bitcoin, for me, I think Bitcoin bulls have done a fair job if you compare with other risky assets that have suffered much more record sell-offs, Ladi.
Right, and obviously the crypto market gets crazy swings, you know, between 10 to 20% with altcoin. But we're looking at the king of the altcoins there. Trading is lost that $3,000 mark, and it's down about 4% this morning. And we see the bears could be aiming for 2,500. How are you seeing that?
Yeah, very likely. I'm seeing that. I share that sentiment, but that would be a very tall order, because you need to understand that before that happens, it needs to break below the $2,800 support level. And you know, you need to also consider that a lot of stakers in the Ethereum eco space are increasing, because Ethereum is trying to move from proof of work to proof of stake. So we are seeing growing holders in that. So that might be a bit tricky. Then, you know, the NFT ecosystem is where Ethereum ecosystem also thrives. So that's left to be seen. But I think what really investors will look for that support that you just mentioned to realize is how the US dollar comes to play this week, especially when we see the U.S. economic data coming out. Any hawkish reports suggesting that the U.S. economy is still fired on all cylinders will definitely weigh on the crypto market, lad.
Right, and this morning I saw Russia's finance ministry finalize a crypto bill, with the government, which recommends using cryptocurrencies as legal tender in Russia. How is crypto Twitter reacting to this? I saw a couple of reactions this morning.
Exactly. One of the leading comments came from CZ, the co-founder of Binance, saying he was surprised, but actually bookmakers were not really surprised, understanding how the Russians have been isolated from the global banking industry. You understand that sanctions against key Russian banks like Sapa Bank, and Alpha Bank, these are banks that play systemic role in the Russian economy, and definitely that has affected them negatively. So they've also been looking at other options. So we're not surprised because some weeks back, you recall that the Russian finance ministry even mentioned that they might accept Bitcoin as a form of oil payment. So that gives to the fact that they see the credence and importance it's playing in the war, and understanding also that they need funds from all cylinders as they've been tightened. So bookmakers were not surprised when they passed, when they really worked on the bill to legalize crypto payments. And also they've seen how the crypto ecosystem has favored their rivals, the Ukrainians. They've used that to buy equipment. They've used that to fund humanitarian support. They've seen how funds are being moved from one point to another easily than what we see in traditional finance. So definitely they want to catch the space, so we're not really surprised, Ladi.
Right, and obviously, Olumide, it's a new week. We've seen, Bitcoin already have that major pullback this morning, but by tomorrow we'll see the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones Industrial Average. All those other markets are going to be trading. What are you expecting for the Nasdaq? Because we know there's that correlation between, Bitcoin and the tech-heavy Nasdaq index. Do you think it's going to be more sell-offs there, which will also translate into the crypto space?
Yeah, I think it's too early to say, because you need to understand that liquidity in today's market is thin, because, like I said, today's an holiday, despite the fact that the crypto market never sleeps. So I think it would be fair for us to see the opening tomorrow. But, with the way the US dollar is firing on all cylinders, and the way we see the US 10-year treasury at yearly highs, it suggests that we might see a bearish for the crypto market. Albeit, news coming in the crypto market keeps changing. So if Bitcoin can stay above $38,000, then it can reclaim back above the $40,000 level. But if the odds are against the bulls, then it means that $35,000 would really be their saving grace. Because if you look at the technical indicators, it still says that Bitcoin is not in an oversold position. So it means that it could still drop moderate, and that will definitely affect other many crypto coins like Ethereum, Eve, and others. Yeah.
Now we know how traders, love to buy at oversold regions, and we're not there yet, so there might be still sellers. But I'm wondering, what could be that catalyst, to spur the bulls, back in control in this market? But it remains to be seen. It's just the beginning of the week. We'll see how it all goes. Thank you so much, Olumide. It was great talking to you as always.
Same here, lovely. Thank you.
All right. So looking at the sub-alts by market cap, as expected, it's all red on that counter. We see BNB down about 3.66%. We see Cardano, that's down about 6%. We see eCash, that's the fork of Bitcoin Cash ABC. That one is trading at less than a cent there. It's down 7.70%. And we see XRP also at 73 cents, down 5.96%. So, Ini, it's mostly red this morning.
Mostly red. We do hope that color changes, but it seems we cannot run very far away from what's going on in Ukraine.
Exactly.
A Russian invasion into Ukraine is still a major determinant of markets.
That's what all traders are watching at this point.
Exactly, with the sanctions and the consequences. So anyway, thank you so much, Ladi.
Sure.